IPOB itself had said that they had called off the sit-at-home. And nobody knows who exactly is going around saying that they were enforcing a non-existent order. The spokesman of IPOB is Emma Powerful, who had issued a statement to that effect. And I think Governor P2B said it the other day that maybe some other actors have joined, criminals, cultists, all manners of people, and are using the sit-at-home to perpetrate mayhem in the Southeast. And we all condemned it in its entirety. And we also felt that if the grown-up, let's say the reason for all this has to do with the incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu, just like we had done earlier, that we should try to engage the authorities and make sure that we can find a solution that will be palatable to all sides. And that's exactly the kernel of what we discussed.
All right. Senator Enini Abaribe, the senator representing Abia South Senatorial District, was on Arise TV yesterday where he granted an interview about the happenings in the southeast of Nigeria. Now, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to allow you to hear it from his mouth. And after hearing it, just be the judge. In this video, you be the judge. Of course, we've talked about him on this channel about two times or so. So this time around, I want you to be the judge. Talk about him now. Listen to the interview he granted, because in this interview, he talked about IPOB. He talked about the injustice smelt on Igbo people. He talked about the Southeast economy. In fact, he talked about a lot of things. So please, I beg you, watch this video and be the judge. Drop your comment on the comment section. If you have any word for him, drop it on the comment section. We will discuss. But for now, let me allow you to watch it.
Yes, that there is nothing that you cannot be negotiated. There's nothing that you cannot come and say, let us have a discussion on. And we intend that we will also engage the authorities, the federal authorities. And, you know, there are two aspects to this. If we can find a resolution, a way forward, then we will approach the legal side, you know, because we know that there are some legal issues also involved there. It's not going to be easy. We do not think that it's just a walk in the park, but we know that it's better to talk than to let things continue to slide the way it was going, you know, because you could see that it degenerated into not even letting children go to school and all that, go take exams and so forth. And that's not in our character. And we felt that we need to come in and decisively step into the matter. Of course, with every other stakeholder, the Ohanese, the governors, and every other person, we think that there's still a chance at a negotiated settlement. If I take what you said earlier, first of all, IPOB on its own said that there should be no more sit at home, and that people should go about their businesses, legitimate businesses, and all that. Yet, there were some people who attacked people who were going about their business, saying that, oh, that there should be a lockdown, meaning that nobody now knows who was enforcing what. And that's why we felt that those who are enforcing it could not have been the people who also said, let there be no sit down. That is why we're saying that it must have been elements that we do not know. And we actually also suggested that both the governors and the security agencies work hand in hand and fish out those who are doing this, because this is detrimental to our welfare and the economy of the Southeast. On the matter of what was discussed with the president. I wasn't there, but I know that the speech that was read by the president of Ohanese was released to the press. And in all, what everybody wants is to have peace in your place, because without peace, you can't have any development, you can't have any movement, you can't have anything. And I think that each and every one of us pulling from different strands will probably bring to, to our people the required, resolutions of that they want. Secondly, we also feel that there is an attempt to introduce into the Southeast something that is alien to us, which is these incessant killings and assassinations and so forth. It doesn't have, it's not us. Our ethos as Ndibo is Onyagala one. We don't forsake your brother. So the brothers are killing brothers, and that all these type of things are happening, we think is alien to our character. And that's why we feel that the sooner every other person comes in and we find out who and take out those who are doing this, the better for every one of us in the Southeast. That's exactly the situation now. I would prefer that we do not dwell on Fani Kayode. In Igbo, there's a saying that Amabo onye mkpulato nkojo ya aragahu. If you correctly describe a short man, finding him is very, very easy. I think Obasanjo had dealt with the matter of who Fani Kayode is, and I think we should just leave that aside. Coming to the fact,
how did President Obasanjo describe him? How did President Obasanjo describe him?
I think we can find out that he already had made that statement. I would have to repeat it here. But the point really, Ruben, is I listened to Governor Umahi this morning, and he was very emphatic on Channels Television. I said that, Fani Kayode needs to come and apologize to him. How can he say that he brought him to APC? So you could see that already there are discordant tunes coming out from there. And I think we should just leave that. As for the fact that PDP is going to take over in 2023, the facts are very, very clear. Again, our people say that no labanaka and enyo. If you wear a gold bracelet, you don't need to be looking at it. Everybody knows that you're wearing a gold bracelet. Nobody in Nigeria today can say that where we were in 2015 is where we are today in 2021. Are we better off? Capital, no. And so when we go to the polls, we will see how Nigerians are going to express their feelings about the government in power. So we're not bothered about a few people who decide to make their decisions. It's their personal decision where to go. I will not go anyway. So there's nothing to talk about that, Ruben.
Southern Governors Forum meeting in Enugu.
Well, what I see from what the Southern governors did was a reiteration of their meeting both in Delta and in Lagos. And all that they have just done is that they continue to reiterate it. Presidency must come to the South, fiscal federalism to be enforced, and VAT collection. Of course, they are very right on VAT. VAT is not there in the exclusive list. VAT is not there on the concurrent list. And therefore, VAT is residual. Residual means that the states can make laws for it. And I don't see how we can. In fact, if they want my advice, what I would say to the federal government is rather than using FIRS to be dragging unnecessarily. They should call all the attorneys general of the states, sit down and hash out a resolution of this matter. And that should now take care of that. You know, we can't be a federation and then some people are breaching the law. The law is clear. VAT is not in the exclusive, no concurrent list. So the federal government has absolutely no say in that matter. I can understand the history. And I watched Ijewere yesterday when he said, this is how we came to this point, and this is what happened. And we can take in all those historical facts into consideration and our present realities, sit with everybody and hash out a solution, which is what federalism is all about. Well, I wouldn't be in the best position to talk about Ebubago because that is exactly the job of the chief security officers of the Southeast. Their job is to have that regional outfit. They signed up to it. They told us about it. They came together and informed the whole world that they have it. So I guess that they are in the best position to do so. As for the fact that the IPOB is proscribed and therefore you can't talk to them, and I do not think that that is correct. The fact is simple. They are showing that there is sympathy for them. And if you are in charge of a nation of diverse interests in the manner that we have, there must be a way for you to resolve issues without being unduly legalistic. And I've said it here before. IPOB and is whatever they are doing now and the tag that they are giving them is the fault of the federal government. How can you, I repeat, how can you leave people who have been able to shoot down a military aircraft and you don't call them terrorists? And you now say, oh, these ones who are running around here are terrorists and you will never talk to them. Yet, you are talking to those who shot down an aircraft. And so that is where the problem is. If the government is interested in having peace in our land, which is the first order of business of a government, which is the welfare and security of our people, then the Constitution, you have to explore all options. You don't write off one option and say, we won't do it. You write it off, the matter continues the way it is. Who loses? At the end of the day, the presidency of President Buhari will go into history. Whatever is false is this thing, there will always be a reckoning in history. And if you want to be seen as the man who led Nigeria into its disintegration, then that is his decision to take. And so we have said, we are ready. We are part of the Southeast. We know some of the people who we can all bring together, governors, Ohaneze, clergymen, everybody, and say, let's talk. And we have always said that. When I came here last time, I also said the same thing. I said, let's talk. Why wouldn't we talk? And so, for us from the Southeast, something is very, very difficult for us to comprehend. You're very willing to go and talk to foreign Fulanis who are invading Nigeria and causing mayhem here. You're very willing to talk to the people you call bandits. Of course, I've always told you here that I don't believe that they are bandits. They're terrorists. It's just that we're giving them a beautiful name. You're willing to pay ransom. You're willing to do all manners of negotiation with them. And we saw it. Why is it that when it comes to the Southeast, you're very unwilling? You want to bomb them. You want to do that. And I say one final thing. When you live in a country and your military is conducting sorties, air sorties within your territory, I don't know what else you can call it. And so I don't like us coming and just pretending that there is no problem. We are in serious problem and we need to deal with that. Rufai, first of all, running for any office, you have to do it within the milieu of a political party, especially as the fact that we do not have independent candidates. Two, let me borrow the words of my good friend IPOB, who said that Nigeria is an engine of a vehicle that has knocked. And once that you don't go and look for a driver for a knocked engine because the vehicle will not move. So what you need is a mechanic, a good one that can repair the engine. And I think that there are very good mechanics in the Southeast, just like there are mechanics everywhere, but very good mechanics in the Southeast. What has led to what you think is a lull is that both parties are going through a period of getting the party leadership set. And it is only after that that you will now see people come out to say, I would like to put my heart in the ring. And I think that it's a process that we are going to see in the next few months. As for myself, I do not think that those who are doing the job of presidency today are much better than me. So when the time comes, I will let you know, Rufai, whether I will do much, much better. But like I said, the best mechanics are in the Southeast.
Okay.
Are you a supporter of IPOB?
I'm a supporter of the cries of our people against injustice.
All right. As I said earlier, you are going to be the judge here. Drop your comment on the comment section what you think about this interview that Senator Abaribe has granted. Do well to subscribe to this channel if this is your first time coming across my channel, right? I'll see you in my next video. Of course, I'll also see you on the comment section. Thank you very much and God bless you.